Bhutan is a country that measures its success not in gross domestic product, but in gross national happiness. This is not a slogan. It is official policy, embedded in the constitution, guiding decisions from infrastructure development to forest conservation. In a world racing to produce and consume more, Bhutan chose to ask a different question. Are people content? The answer, pursued with genuine seriousness in this tiny Himalayan kingdom, wedged between India and China, makes Bhutan one of the most philosophically interesting places on Earth. The country is almost entirely mountainous, rising from subtropical plains in the south to peaks above 7,000 meters in the north. Bhutan is roughly the size of Switzerland, with a population of less than 800,000, making it one of the smallest and least populated countries in Asia. Until the 1960s, it had no roads, no electricity, no postal service, and no telephones. Television arrived in 1999. The pace of modernization has been deliberately controlled. Development, yes, but on Bhutan's terms. Paro Valley is where most visitors arrive, at one of the world's most dramatic airports. The runway sits between mountains so steep that only a handful of pilots are certified to land here. The valley is beautiful and cultivated, rice paddies and apple orchards stretching between traditional farmhouses with their distinctive whitewashed walls and carved wooden windows. But the valley's centerpiece is the Tiger's Nest, Taktsang Monastery, perched on a cliff face 3,000 feet above the valley floor. The hike to the monastery is the essential Bhutan experience, a 2 to 3 hour climb through blue pine forest, prayer flags strung between the trees, the monastery appearing and disappearing through the mist as you ascend. The site is sacred. Guru Rinpoche, who brought Buddhism to Bhutan, is said to have flown here on the back of a tigress in the 8th century. Thimphu, the capital, is the only capital city in the world without a single traffic light. A policeman in a small booth directs traffic at the main intersection with elaborate hand gestures. The city is growing rapidly by Bhutanese standards, but remains small and walkable, its architecture governed by a national building code that requires all structures to incorporate traditional Bhutanese design elements. The Dzongs, fortress monasteries that serve as both religious and administrative centers, are Bhutan's architectural glory. Punakha the Dzongs, at the confluence of 2 rivers, is the most beautiful, a massive white structure with red and gold trim, its interior courtyards containing some of the finest examples of Bhutanese wood carving and painting. Trongsa Dzong, perched above a gorge in the center of the country, controlled the only east-west route through Bhutan for centuries. Bhutanese food is built on 2 pillars, chili and cheese. Emadachi, chili peppers cooked in a cheese sauce, is the national dish served with red rice at every meal. The chilies are not a condiment here, they are a vegetable, eaten in quantities that would alarm most visitors. Red rice, nuttier and chewier than white, grows in the highland valleys. Butter tea, tea churned with yak butter and salt, is the traditional drink, an acquired taste that becomes essential in the cold mountain air. Bhutan is the only carbon-negative country in the world. Its constitution mandates that at least 60% of the land remain forested. Currently over 70% is, and its forests absorb more carbon than the country produces. This is not accidental, it is a choice consistent with the Buddhist values of harmony with nature that pervade Bhutanese life. Bhutan asks you to slow down in ways that go beyond the usual travel advice. The mountain roads are narrow and winding. The monasteries require silence. The festivals, the chekus, with their masked dances and sacred ceremonies, unfold over days, not hours. Come with patience. Come with an open mind. This small kingdom in the clouds has something to teach about what a country can choose to value.